Morning, bro.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Yo. Thank you so much for inviting the team here to this
sir.
beautiful space.
Yes, sir.
Finally happy to, make this connection happen after, 3 years now.
It's so long, yeah.
It's crazy.
Years.
It's funny looking back at our first DM yesterday.
I messed with the concept. I finna buy a shirt just now. Peace and love. Keep striving, y'all.
Oh, I reached out to you.
Where did I see you?
No, that was me. Yeah.
Oh, that's you. I mentioned the concept.
I thought that was pretty, pretty beautiful to see, man. Like just seeing just us kind of starting our, careers at that point,
Yes.
and just kind of showing each other love.
Yes.
I think that was really cool, man. And then just seeing that friendship from then to now and how much we developed as artists and as creatives.
Yes.
And to see where we are today.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a perfect time, to kind of do this and
Yeah.
chop it up. Yeah. I guess just to kick it off, what was your first introduction to music? Because I don't know much of your background in that sense, how you
started it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can really bring it back by saying that music is something that was always in my DNA. When I was young, I have a big imagination. So when I was young, I used to just kind of murmur melodies, and listen to some of these producers at the time, like DJ Premier and them, like Kanye's and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was so amazed on how they were making their beats or how the production used to sound like, because I was like, bro, I never heard anything like that, especially the sample chops. So then when I got to high school, my music teacher had a music program, and from there I begged them to give it to me so that I can bring it home, because we were only allowed to use it in the classrooms. Yeah, I was like, please let me bring it home. And then obviously he gave me a copy. So from there I started practicing a little bit more, started doing loops and whatnot. So keep in mind, I'm probably 12, 13, around there. And as high school goes, I kind of connect myself with music even more, with what I'm listening to, and me wanting to remake the melodies that I'm doing in my head or murmuring and shit. And by the time that I wanted to graduate, I just knew that I wanted to go to music. So as soon as I graduated high school, I just went to music college, and
talk about that experience. Yeah, because you told me that yesterday.
So and I went to Metalworks, and from there, I studied the music program over there, which was music production and engineering. And from there, I just got better at my skills. It's a school that is not meant for someone that wants to start music. It's meant for someone that knows they want to do music and want to better their skills. It's two different things, right? Because it's such a big investment, right? And you want to make sure that you are sure about that. So I just started there, and then when I took that skill to the next level, after that I just kind of went on my own personal journey of what I want to do in my music, and here I am now.
Do you remember the first track you recorded, or one of the first songs that you
Ever?
Yeah. Did you go by the same name too?
No.
What was give me the early names, man.
I can't disclose that.
Still on SoundCloud somewhere?
I can't disclose that. No, no, but it still had J on it, to be fair.
Okay.
Yeah, the other one I'm not gonna say.
Okay, so school, college, what happened after that moment? Is that when you really started really yourself and getting into it, professionally or seriously?
Yeah.
Do you remember that transition where you're okay, yeah, we're making music, it's fun, but this is what I want to do?
Well, I felt like I always wanted to do music, but in terms of getting better, I had an idea of, I started as a producer, so I had ideas of making beats for people and whatnot. I want to make beats for this person, I want to make beats for this person. So when I went to school, when I went to Metalworks, my goal was to meet a bunch of people so that I can just give them my beats to rap to, or things like that, right? But as I went there, and as I was studying, I realized I wanted to do more, and I started exploring other things, which was my voice, and I started actually, I met people along the way. I met with, of course, some other people that I work with to this day. And we were just chilling all the time, going to his studio, and we recorded a bunch of times and whatnot, and that's how we were getting better. So I would say my true beginning really started in 2015.
Okay.
Right.
Wow.
I went
6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. 6 years ago. So I would say that's when I really decided to take this seriously, and that's when I became Jay Glavany.
Wow.
But as I was going to Metalworks, as you know, like when it comes to I wasn't necessarily I wasn't the best when it comes to the theory side of things. I was really practical with things. So the practical classes, I was really good at it. With the theory side, I was like, fuck, man, like I don't do this shit. So which ended up me leaving Metalworks without no diploma, right? And but I didn't let that necessarily define me, right? So obviously I kind of reflected back to my talent and what I can actually do to kind of push myself further, and and that's how I got to where I'm at. I think no matter what this whole game that we're playing, I don't think that's really what matters for me. I think it's just for me to use it as an outlet of creativity.
And like a vessel.
Yes,
to like
exactly.
Share a message.
I tell people all the time that that music is like a time capsule for me. That's how I treat it, because I'm able to go back to some songs that I made at a certain time, and I could tell you exactly what was happening in my life
what
at that
we were
time.
going through.
Exactly. Like whether it's something fun or I'm expressing myself, or even if it's just a beat, I could tell you exactly like, wow, I was trying to find myself, when I made this beat, or when I made this era of Jay was this era of Jay is this and that. And that's the most beautiful thing, because
man, I love that.
Yeah.
Time capsule.
You're able to look back when you're older and just pinpoint those things, and I think it's amazing because you're able to show someone or your offsprings about it and be like, hey, this is what that was going to this thing. And I think it's magical because you kind of first of all, you're leaving your legacy behind, right?
And at this point, it's beyond the music. It's like it's like you said, it's a time capsule of your life.
Yes.
And you're just like recording little bits of it.
Yes.
And that's wild.
That's what it is.
Because I kind of see that in a way with clothing too, like just seeing the first piece we created too. It's like I can go back to 2018 and see the first tee and just be like, oh, semester 1, this is what I was going through. This is what like that fire in me that wanted to like share that message, and
Yeah, definitely.
Damn, that's I love that.
Yeah,
time capsule.
Now the first piece of ND, it was made in 2018, and you probably have that first original piece that you made. And
somewhere,
somewhere. And then each piece that you end up making, like this is new, right? But like in the future, it's gonna be an essential piece that that helped on the development of the brand.
That's so fire.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy how like your personal growth is a direct reflection to your creative outlet, because it's like whenever I feel stuck in creating and whatever, I feel like I have to do more inner work and I have to grow more as a person for me to get inspired again and share more out of me, you know what I mean? So, and I know you, beyond music, we relate a lot on different, values, and just going to your room earlier and just kind of seeing your quotes on your board and everything. Do you want to maybe talk about a little bit about this inner work or this growth that you're always seeking as a person?
Music is one thing, right? It's what you want to do. It's a goal of yours, right? It's a goal of mine, right? But
you're not your music.
I'm not my music necessarily.
It's a part of you.
Yeah, it's not me.
Exactly.
I deal with myself every day. So the way that I do that, first of all, like I'm a pretty highly positive person. So naturally, and I feel like it was just given by just the blessings of my parents, right? So I'm able to kind of look at life a little bit in a very optimistic way, and because of that, I think it encourages me to see the brighter side of things. So if I'm ever stuck, maybe I shouldn't be making anything creative because I ran out of the creative fuel and juices that I had. So what do I need to do? I just need to live. I just need to be in the moment, live, enjoy the moments that I'm in right now, and practice that humbleness, practice that gratitude to remain grounded. And from there, whenever, and just be in different spaces. I think being in different spaces also helps. Being in the same place.
Environment.
Yeah, like you are. If you discover different environments, you obviously get inspiration from different things. Or even talking to people right now, like this is inspiring right now, and we're hoping to inspire others with this conversation.
100%.
Right? So someone in the world probably needs to hear this right now, right? So I think it's just important to step out of that routine and practice gratitude that you're here, practice gratitude that you're able to even do what you do, and just be in different surroundings to help yourself have different conversation with people. Maybe that might trigger something for you to be inspired again. So that's my practice, and that's how I stay inspired to be able to keep going with my music journey and also grow personally, because those conversations are worth so much more, right? Because it helps you grow. Music is great because it's just a vessel for me to express that and kind of summarize what I've learned.
Man, I think a lot of the things you just mentioned, for sure, like surrounding yourself with a good group of friends too. I feel like that's been like a huge part of this journey. It's just like being around like people that just make you better every day. Training, meditating, like all these different things, like that bring you life, art, podcasts, photography, like anything that just kind of like keeps you curious and just kind of feeds your curiosity and just keeps pushing you to elevate. And I feel like environments, friends, and traveling too, being here in this different city, this new energy. When you're just in your own space all the time, it's like just getting that energy, getting out in nature too, hikes, all these different things, man. I feel like life has so much to offer. There's so many resources for us.
Yeah, we can't take it for granted.
And that's what's beautiful about life too, man. It's like you learn so much from the people you interact with. You learn so much from all the experiences, you go through, and it's just like a lifelong learning, like a journey of just, just bettering yourself at the end of the day, man.
With this amazing gear that we're wearing right now, and with this amazing wording of knowledge of self, because we're on the topic of that, I just wanted to know what kind of got you to do it. Why did you pick this specific saying and for this next collection?
Good question. Honestly, the last 3 years, we've been kind of building the foundation of the brand, getting the word out, No Diploma, and just kind of building the classic line and everything. And I think recently with the previous collection, Forever a Student, the Athletic Club, all the different things that we're creating graphically is just a representation of us as a team, the values that we embody as people. And the knowledge of self thing is something that as a team for the last since we started, really, it's just a close group of friends. And like I said earlier, we're always trying to better ourselves. Like we might have a 1 hour conversation about a podcast or a book that we just read, and then jump into work after that. It's always personal connection first, as people, and then we create and we could do what we do. And you probably saw that synergy throughout the trip already with these people that I have around. It's we're just people first, and we help each other grow first. And knowledge of self was just kind of this is what we've been doing, and I was just trying to find a way to communicate that in a way where it's short and sweet, and it represents what represents how we're working on ourselves all the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So knowledge of self just kind of came and to mind, and we're just all feeling it, man. We're yo, and it's digestible too. It's not too preachy in a way. It's like we're all like, everyone can take it their own ways and everyone can have their own message through it, you know? Like asking you about it yesterday and listening to your answer and listening to Tagwa's answer, like it's just beautiful. Everyone has like their own ways of how they grow and how they learn through this journey. And I'm really proud of this step, man, of like this brand, because it kind of like just jumps into like, you know, a different realm of thinking, and just kind of letting the community know like, hey, this is what we're into, and just kind of spoon feeding a little bit of, you know, the thoughts and ideas that we preach as a team, you know?
Amen. I want to say what I found so good about this is that you are using your platform and your the clothing as like a way to express that. And like you said, like it's a bigger mission now, because now you are definitely finding ways to create that community of people that think alike, or that are interested to think that way as well, right? And the fact that you have this is kind of like we're saying, you know, fashion is just more about this. It's more than just clothes,
right?
You know, it's how you feel, right? And because of that, it's such a good message to preach. And you know, of course, you know, everybody takes it the way that they want to take it. And yeah, I just love that, you know, it's bigger than just like the clothing, and you're able to reach that message. That
was always the intention since the start of like launching this. Was like, I was always into clothing, but for me it was always about the message behind. I just felt like I wasn't connecting with a lot of brands. Like it was a lot about just, you know, product. Yeah. But I was like, you know, how could we take product to a place where, you know, you could, you know, resonate with, and you could build a community with, you know? Definitely. And I feel like community is like, and storytelling is like what we do, you know? Yes. And I love that, bro. It's like, you know, just gives life, you know, to people, just like what you do with your music, you know what I mean? It's like, it's bigger than just the sound. It's the things you're talking about. It's the visuals that you put together, you know, it's the photo shoots, the videos, you know, the conversations we have like this, you know, like this is what, you know, fuels, you know, the community and the people, you know? Definitely. Yeah, I feel that. All right. Are we good? Yeah, we gotta do an outro. We gotta do we gotta. Yo. Oh man, I'm so thankful for, you know, this conversation. Thank you for inviting us into this space. No, seriously, thank you for coming. Yeah, bless, bro. I think I got some Mate Libre in the fridge. Want some? Yeah, sure, let's go. Yo, James, you don't mind getting some Mate Libres in the fridge? Shit up. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, thanks, bro. Get that. Man, cheers on that. Cheers, bro. Ooh, Jesus. Cheers, man. Feel that.